You can add it after.
Okay, go.
Yes.
You'll have a turn as well after.
Starting it off?
No.
No, Alex is starting it off. Okay.
Alright, so this is the scene. Me and Kenna leave to go drop me off at guitar practice and Kenna off at her math class. So we're heading over. We drop Kenna off at her math class, and as we're driving to drop me off at the guitar practice, guitar, good job. As we're dropping me off at the guitar practice, Dad calls and he says, I solved the mouse problem. So Mom's like, what? And then he says, oh, I got this cat. My coworker gave me a cat, and or asked if I wanted a cat, and I said yes. So Vale's like through the roof because it's a day before her birthday, and this was said to be like her birthday present, like a present for Vale. So she's like so happy, talk to Dad. Oh, Dad, you got me this cat. So I'm like, oh, that's amazing. I get dropped off at my guitar practice, and so then I get picked up.
So we stop at the Kroger on the way, and Vale says, "It's a pet emergency!" as we're rushing through because we had to get some litter and things for the cat. Okay.
So great.
So then Dad, so they were still not here. Dad came home, and I had no idea because I was the only one home at the time. And Dad came and he was like, "Hey, Greg, can you do me a favor?" And he's like, "Go get 2 small bowls." So I got him the bowls, and he filled one with water just a little bit and put wet food in some. And for some reason, I was so confused. I should have known that it was a cat because it's pretty obvious at that point. But I was so confused, and then he put it on the ground, and he opened up his door, and I saw the cat cage. I was like, oh. And then it was really playful. It went under, it tried to, it was sniffing around the car. It went under the furniture a few times, and it went to sleep.
So back to my...
Yeah.
So I'm getting picked up on my way, and then we're going to go get Kenna. So Mom picks me up, and we drive to Kenna's. We get Kenna, and Kenna comes in the car. We're at her math class. They had cats. It's like a bunch of farm cats, and there was this one that she liked in specific, which was a little normal gray cat, which is what this cat that we got was. She's telling us, oh, I just love this gray cat, this fluffy gray cat. It's long hair. It's all one color. I love it so much. And so me and Mom know obviously what it is. So I'm in the car and I'm like, oh yeah, I love it when they're all one color. They're just so awesome. And then Kenna's like, what is Vale get for her birthday or something? Mom's like, it's a surprise. You'll like it. You'll see. And so we get home, and then Kenna can tell her.
Well, I was really happy about it. It was too good to be true. I was very
Kenna's like,
excited.
are you kidding me?
Yeah,
she was very excited.
I mean, before we got to the door, I already knew it was there because there's cat stuff on the porch. But yeah, I was really happy, and I texted my friend, and she wanted to come see it. And we had to. I mean, I was with it for maybe 2 hours, holding it, playing with it. Then we had to put it in
I was getting crabby because no one was doing their chores. They're all playing with the cat. So I said, put the cat down and do your chores because my parents were coming later that night.
Your part's almost there.
All right. So then...
She came, and I went to go get the cat and pick it up. And
you just picked it up and brought it out to show Peyton. And then what happened, Vale?
Tell what happened to the first kitty.
Well, when it
Just don't pick your nose. Don't pick your nose. Don't do it.
Just tell the story.
Okay, tell the story. So then Peyton came and Kenna went and got the cat out of its bed in the laundry room. And then...
When it was first, Peyton said, well, it is dead. And Kenna no, it is not dead.
Right. But Kenna said, no. Peyton said, is that alive? And Kenna said...
But Happy was not being, so we just get the shovel and scooped up the dirt and
Yep, we did.
Yes, we did. Yep.
Yeah, and wrapped up a towel on it and then put it in put it in the period right up the garden.
You're right. Okay, you get to that part in a minute. First, Brooksy has to tell this part. Brooksy has to tell this part.
I'll just retell the part that she said.
Just skip.
So Peyton comes in and Kenna grabs the cat out from where we had it to in a room so we could do our chores. She grabs it out and she holds it up to Peyton. And Peyton
it does sleep when you pick it up.
It does sleep when you pick it up. That was evident
it was not
before. It was when Kenna picked it up last time. It was alive and it was sleeping. So she picks it up. She's holding it. Peyton's like, "Is it alive?" And then Kenna's like, "Of course it is." And then almost of course it is, silly. She just holds this cat out, and then Peyton's like, oh, it doesn't blink. And then goes like, what? And so Dad comes over and takes his cat, and he's like, blows on the face of the cat for, I don't know, 2 minutes. Then he's doing chest compressions
On the
cat,
table where we're
on the
about
table
to eat,
where
yeah.
we were about to eat. We were setting the table to eat food. And so then he took the feeding pad, put the cat on the hot pad, and I mean,
Because it was still warm. It had like
warm.
just
It was
died.
a fresh kill. It was
Stop.
warm. Like when Kenna picked it up, it was still warm. So then we just tried to keep it warm, and then after about 5, maybe 8 minutes, we just decided that it was dead. So me and Gray go out to dig.
Gray can.
You go ahead.
So we went out and Brooke started digging the hole. I didn't actually dig because we only had one shovel, one spade shovel. So Brooks was digging the hole, and he had to keep digging it because it had to be pretty deep, or else it would be eaten by something else. But anyway, Brooks was digging the hole, and then we came out with the cat. Brooks had it. It was wrapped in a towel, so we didn't have to hold it. And Brooks plopped it in, and Brooks was like, "Does anyone want to say anything?" And Peyton starts playing music on her phone and singing with her flashlight on.
And it was the cutest cat. It was such a cute cat.
Very
It was like a medium long hair, smoky gray.
Just what Kenna was.
Yeah.
Just what Kenna was asking.
It was
and
really
then
a
tell
cute
me
cat.
What?
But-
And then
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Brooks can say it.
So after we put this cat back, we're like, oh, it was a great cat, whatever. The cat's fully dug over. And as Gray, like, gets over, he walks over and he goes, and he just steps on the pile.
Like, make sure the dirt's
Like,
all
just make
packed
sure
in
the dirt's
tight.
packed in, and then he walks away. Oh.
So I thought it was funny because when we were trying to see if the cat was really dead or like maybe save it, whatever, Vale was like,
Oh,
what was
yeah.
Vale saying? Vale was like,
What did he
it's
say?
okay. Jesus will make him better.
Yeah.
And then she said, it's okay. Jesus will rise him from the dead.
3 days later.
3 days later.
And then the next morning.
And
she
then,
woke up and she said,
yeah.
Hey, Mom, can you unbury the cat so we can see if Jesus rose it from the dead? If it's in
If
heaven.
Jesus
If
took
it's-
it,
if
yeah.
it's in-
Can you
if it's
can
in
you
heaven.
can you dig up the hole and see if
Do you
Jesus
wanna
took
say
him?
anything else?
Because we told him he might just go to heaven and be with Jesus.
Okay.
Was that-
Tell the second.
Yeah. So was that your first? Oh, and what was her name? She came with the name. She was Daddy's coworkers. And
Estella Brand.
no, her name was just Ella. That's what the name from the.
The
Peop-
owner
the
that gave
other
it to us
people.
was Ella Gray.
Yeah.
They wanted us to keep the name.
So we Googled after the fact, and this had been like a street cat that they were feeding in their yard, but it was very tiny, like a pound, if it was a pound. It was very young. And we Googled, and I guess there's something called fading kitty syndrome. So they picked it up. Dad said he would take the cat. So Eddie went to get it in Suffolk, took it to where his wife works, wherever that is, so she could say goodbye because she loved the cat. And then took it to Norfolk. Then Brian took it from Norfolk to our house in Chesapeake. And I guess after all of that, it just was too stressful for its little body. And it went into like hypoglycemic shock and died. Something like that. That's called fading kitty syndrome. So that was our very little kitty that Vale got for her birthday. And it died. And it was very sad. The end.